And you will realize that when you detach yourself from people, you will start loving people genuinely. There is this Kenyan story that is just trending, and it's among many other stories, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I'm not judging. I feel like this lady was so much attached into this man or into the marriage, in that he wanted this man to do things the way the lady wanted the man to do things. Anytime this man was not doing what the lady wanted her to do, it caused some bitterness and some pains and some emotional traumas over this lady, and it reached a point that this lady said, you know what, enough is enough, and this man is not going to make me lose my mind, he's not gonna make me bitter, he's not gonna make my life just go down for you. I am going to finish this family, let us just go, all of us. You cannot blame this lady. Let me tell you the things that are happening into marriages. Oh my God. If you do not just sit down, try to detach yourself. Detachment is very important because you will let somebody else be. So hi guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Aska Akinyi. A very warm welcome to this channel. And guys, if you're new, karibu tena sana. If you're coming back again, thank you so much for coming back again. You guys are just amazing. Let me take this moment to appreciate and welcome my new subscribers. Guys, karibuni tena sana, and I love you so much. Thank you for stopping over for this one, guys. Sorry about my voice. I have some like a little flu, but we have to do this. So guys, today it's not our kawaida cleaning video. Today is just a sit down video, and I just want to communicate to you guys. And yeah, so it's about how you can detach and the importance of detachment. Yes guys, this is just a very wide topic, and we are just going to tackle just a little bit of it. I'm not a coach. No, I'm not a coach. I'm just Aska Akinyi, yeah, that girl that you guys know. So guys, we're going to talk about how you can detach, the dangers of detachment, and the freedoms, the dangers of attachment, and the freedom you get from just starting to detach yourself from people, from places, and all that, guys. So the reason as to why I'm here is because, guys, I love you so much. You're such an amazing soul. You're such an awesome soul. And guys, you know what? I just want you to, it's like a coming phrase in your life. Detachment is like a coming phrase in your life that, yeah, it's just all about you and all that, but guys, it's also important to be all about you. So guys, let me just go straight to it. So how can you just detach? First of all, detachment is when you try to just lose some emotional contacts between people. It can be between your friends, it can be between your family, it can be between your spouse, it can be between places that you were so much attached to it. And these are the things that normally control your emotions. These are the things that normally, like, you rely on. When you're attached to something, you rely on those external factors. They determine your happiness, they determine your sadness. Like, they can just play around with your emotions. And guys, trust you me, that can be very dangerous, because it's about your life, it's about your direction, your alignment. It's always all about you, because you're the only person who can trust your intuitions so well. You cannot follow somebody else's intuitions to guide your intuitions. So that is the main importance of detachment, because when you're attached to these things, you now tend to control your emotions with the external factors, which is gonna affect your life in a very wider dimension. Yeah, so guys, that is all about attachments and detachment. So when I talk about detachment, is trying to just detach yourself from those things and trying to find your trying to be guided with your emotions by your own self inwards. Like, you're trying to be guided, like it's all about you. You determine your happiness, you determine your sorrows, you determine your anxieties, your excitements. Like you determine all those things just by yourself. Like you've just created some good space within yourself, some comfortable space within yourself, and it's also some self-love, by the way, to some extent. When you start detaching, it's also some sign of self-love. So guys, I know it's a mean phrase. Oh my god, guys, don't come to my DM, but I just want to help you, because I know this thing just affects so many people, by the way. Like so many people, like you find your life, you're determined with how people love you. Let's say, for example, you have friends, and when sometimes, you know, in life we get to lose friends, we get to lose family members, even by death, God forbid, and sometimes even by just breakups and all that. And you know, when you're so attached to them, you guys, like now that is the end of your life, you feel like you don't have any reason to live. You feel like you cannot move anymore, you cannot be happy, you cannot look after yourself. And you know that is very, very dangerous, because it means that your life is now coming to a standstill. And that is something that is very dangerous, and that is something that I just want you, baby girl, I just want you, baby boy, to start working on it. Because no matter what happens, things come, people go. What you need to understand is, like, people come into your life for some reasons, and people come into your life for seasons. You will not tell me that the friends you had when you're growing up, when you're in high school, when you're in university, when you started working, when you are married, when you're single, when you are where you are too, that those are the only friends that you have. You will notice that people come and people go, and whoever God's put in your life, it's always for a season, yeah, and for a reason. So if the time has just expired, you guys, like what I'm just trying to say is, if the time has just expired, you need to understand that. Stop blaming yourself. Like, stop putting yourself in a shoes where you want to blame yourself because of the losing your friends, because of losing your family members, your spouses, and all that. Like, you just have to have this mentality of, it's okay. Of course it hurts. It can even be death. You can imagine when you're so much attached to someone and they die, and now you feel like your life is so much crushed. And that is where you will find that when somebody has died and this person was so much in love with them, like even like, for example, twins, like for example, a spouse and all that, you will, or even children, guys, you will find this person's health now start deteriorating, and they just end up dying. Because you feel like you were living for that person, and that person is no more there. Not knowing that there is something bigger in you that God wanted. There's a landmark in you. There is that thing in you. Even if you do not trust maybe in anything, you need to trust in yourself. You need to trust in the inner you. Because let me just ask you one thing. How many times have you been into a shit and you managed it out? It's so many times, by the way. So if you do not trust anything in this universe, if you do not trust like anyone, if you do not trust even God, you need to trust in yourself, because there are so many things you've gone through and you are like, will I really come out of this one? And then you ended up coming out of that thing, guys. Like, you need to trust yourself. Please don't attach yourself so much into people. Don't attach yourself so much even into your children. I remember there was a time I was so much attached into my children, to a point that there was an international opportunity that I lost because I was so much attached into my children. And then I was like, no, I cannot leave them, I cannot do what for them. Later on, you will come to realize that it was just an attachment, and it's just something that will just pull you down. Yes, of course it looks, and that is why I said it looks like a mean phrase. It is very mean to some extent, but you have to realize that you also have you, guys. let me just say, you have to realize that you also have you. Imagine even your children, you can be so much attached to your children to a point that you will even forget about your purposes. You will even make everything of yours just come to a standstill because of them. And this is the danger part of it. God forbid, what if one day they just get out of line, like maybe they die, like maybe they just come and change, like, you know, you've lost yourself for them, and then God forbid something happens to them, you will just start deteriorating because you had placed your happiness in them. What about these people who normally do have kids? Does it mean that they cannot be happy? Of course they can be happy. These are just gifts that God has just entrusted us with, and they should not determine your happiness, guys. What I'm just saying is, kindly detach yourself from people, and you will realize that when you detach yourself from people, you will start loving people genuinely. Because you will not be into people's life because of who they are to you, because that is what most people tend to do. You're into someone's life because of who they are to you. You're not into people's life genuinely because you want to be into their lives, because there is something you want to benefit from them. That is why you have that attachment. And when they try not to give you what you want, or when they try to detach themselves, you find yourself like you're so depressed, you're so stressed up, like your life has just come to a standstill. Why? Do you know why, guys? Let me just tell you, do you know why? It is because you're so much attached to them, and there was something that you felt like you're earning from them, which is your happiness, or maybe anything you're just earning from them, being your friends, that was determining your emotions, guys. What am I saying? The most important part of detachment is you will start loving genuinely, because now you can trust yourself with yourself, guys. Did you just hear that phrase? Nothing is good when you can trust yourself with yourself. Like, you can just lock yourself in a room and feel comfortable and feel okay. Yes, we need people, but there is nothing beautiful like when you're just okay when you're alone. You're just okay when your family members are not around. You're just okay. Like, you're just okay when your spouse is not around. Like, you're just okay when your children have just gone in a vacation. Like, you're just okay. You just feel yourselves when you're okay. You know, there are some people who are never okay when they are alone. Guys, let me tell you, there is this Kenyan story that is just trending, and it's among many other stories, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I'm not judging. There is this story that just happened where a lady killed the 2 children and stabbed the husband, and it's because the husband just came in late. Now, you know why I'm saying detachment is very important. Like, this lady, no, I'm not judging, kindly, I'm not judging, but just my assumptions. This lady, I feel like this lady was so much attached into this man, or into the marriage, in that he wanted this man to do things the way the lady wanted the man to do things. This happens most in relationships, and guys, it's high time people just detach. It's just high time people just detach. So when you love genuinely. So to me, I assume that this lady's happiness was determined by the marriage. Yeah, because if he could afford to kill the children, to kill the husband, that whole setup is a family setup, and it's a marriage setup. So that marriage was the only thing that will just give her happiness and joy in life. Because you find that this lady didn't see any other meaning of life. He just saw that no, I'm not gonna stay. I'm not gonna. Of course, there are so many things that are happening in marriages. Oh my good God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, it's just a lot to be said. And trust you me, when you just put your emotions on someone, you are going to die. Let me just tell you, even no one is going to kill you. You're just going to sleep in your bed, and you will wake up, you have just collapsed, guys. You will wake up, you have just collapsed. So guys, what am I really saying? This is what I'm saying. This lady emotions and happiness was in this man, and this lady expected this man to do the way she wanted him to do. And anytime this man was not doing the things that this lady wanted her to do, did I just say the correct English? Anytime this man was not doing what the lady wanted her to do, it caused some bitterness and some pains and some emotional traumas over this lady. And it reached a point that this lady said, you know what, enough is enough. And this man is not going to make me lose my mind. He's not going to make me bitter. He's not going to make my life just go down for you. I am going to finish this family. Let us just go, all of us. You cannot blame this lady. Let me tell you the things that are happening into marriages. Oh my God. If you do not just sit down, try to detach yourself. Detachment is very important because you will let somebody else be. With the things they are willing to do, you will just let them be. Like, that is the beauty of detachment, you guys. It is so selfish, it is so mean, but let me just tell you, it is for your own good. Imagine I love you so much and I'm going to tell you the truth that this is for your own good. It sounds crazy, but trust you me, it is for your own good, because you are going to move on with your life. You're going to, no one is going, of course you're going to be hurt, but no one is going to determine your moves. No one is going to determine your moves. Imagine if somebody determines your moves. Somebody can just do anything they feel like doing in your life and there is nothing you're going to do about it. Baby girl, baby boy, there's nothing you're going to do about it, and your life is going to deteriorate and you will feel useless and you will feel like life has no meaning, and you will forget about every good thing that God has ever done to your life, and you will feel like you want to disappear from this earth. Trust you me. You need to start learning detaching yourself from people. Those are the benefits, guys. Like, you will, even if people come, you will understand the theory of people come and people go. You need to let people be. If somebody has decided to take some different path, as long as that different path is not that bad to the family. Of course, sometimes even it can be that bad to the family, guys, but you need to let people be. Like, is that what you want to be? Well and good. Like me, I just think that it has reached to a point where just enjoy your own space. Oh my God, like, that is what I can just say. Somebody can just comment down below there how you manage to handle detachment, how you just managed it, because so many people are suffering from that thing, like losing people. It's so hard. Can be breakups, can be just breakups in friends, in families, and also death is the most death is now the most painful part of it, guys. Like, the most painful part of it. And if you do not learn to detach yourself, you are going to get stuck for the rest of your life. You're going to start developing sicknesses that comes out of thinking a lot, depression and stress. You're going to develop some sicknesses. Let me just tell you the truth. Like, we need to let go. Like, we need to have that spirit of letting things go. Like, I know it's very, very hard, but learn to let things go. Let me give you a short story. When I was moving into this house, I have my small sister whom I love so much. We've been together for quite some time. We've been staying together. Actually, I can say that is my sister that we've stayed together for quite some times. And she knows my downs. Oh my God. Like, anytime we stay with my sister, she really, really knows my downs. And I remember there was a point now she was about to travel, and I was like, how on earth am I going to just stay alone? Like, my sister never knew that thing used to distract me so much. That thing used to distract me, and I used to pray about it. You can also pray about some things that God will just help you to have that spirit of detachment, and you will just start losing some connections to people, because at some point you can get stuck. Because when you have somebody around you that is that is helping you. You know, as human beings, we think that that particular person is the only person who can help you, and we are in such a cocoon and a cage thing that we think that there is no one else in this world that can replace those people. That is what we normally think, and of course the world is full of so many people who can replace people. By the way, guys, it is a mean phrase. Oh my god, like, I don't mean to offend anyone, kindly forgive me, but it is a mean phrase. But the world is so full of people who are willing to help. God was not stupid to place so many people in this world, because he knew we will need each other, whether it's your family, whether it's somebody you know. At some point you will just find that help. So I had that fear of, if my sister leaves now, you know, my sister was my prayer partner, by the way. We used to pray when I had something, like I had my laws, we used to pray and all that. But one time I was just praying and I was telling God, you know, I don't want to be caged. I don't want to feel like, now where will I don't want to hold on to my sister. You know, sometimes you can be attached to someone and you will find yourself like you're holding on to them, that they cannot even move to another level. It's something that is very bad. We need to learn to detach ourselves from people so that we can also allow people to just bloom and glow and flow, you know. Like, I had to just let my sister be. I had to let myself be, and I started telling myself, I started thinking of, no, if my sister goes, this is what I'm gonna do, these are the things I'm gonna put in place. So I started assuming that now my sister is not around, and I started figuring my life out. I started planning my life. I started assuming, I started doing things as if my sister is not around and my sister was there. That is one thing that can just help you to just detach yourself from the people you see that you're so much attached to them. And that thing really helped me. Right now my sister has never been around for the longest, you guys, and you know, my life is still continuing, you guys, and at some point she will even be surprised to hear this. I was like, what will I do without my sister? Same to my spouse, guys. There was a time I was so holding into him. I remember in 2018 I was so holding to him and I didn't want him to leave and all that. And then come to 2021, I let him go, and I was like, okay, you know, sometimes you can just attach yourself, like your happiness, you want to attach yourself into people, and you don't know that you are attaching yourself into people. You are blocking people's destinies. Imagine. Just sometimes it's good to just let people be, just let people go. Don't attach yourself so much into people, by the way, or into places. It could be you're attaching yourself into some specific church or some specific company, and not knowing that the moment you detach, you open doors for you, or even that place, or even if it is somebody else, you open doors for them. So I decided to let go, and that was it. And I started learning, and then I was like, oh no, it was not even something so hard. Like, I started to just learn and love being by my own self. I started to just, yeah, I started to let now people be. Like, if somebody want to make some certain decisions in their life, your attachment to them can be a hindrance over their blessings, guys. So learn to just detach yourself, honey. You have to detach yourself. It is for your own good and for the other person's good. And that is why you hear that some, I don't know, because I've never died. You hear some people saying that let go the dead, because when you're so much attaching to them, they are not even in peace. Because when you are attached to someone and you're thinking about them and you're making your happiness to be to just determine your happiness, like, you're even blocking that other person from progressing. Like, you're holding on to the dead. I don't know if these are the right stories, but you guys, you're holding on to the dead, and then the dead is like haunted and is like, just let me go, I want to go and rest, you know, like things like that. So guys, just learn to detach yourself. It's very important. Just detach. Don't put your happiness into your kids. Like, don't put your happiness into your partner, you guys. If today you're okay, so many people be like, okay, they fear heartbreak. Okay, God forbid. If you're just in good relationship with your husband, and then tomorrow, maybe in the evening, they don't show up, God forbid, they have just died. That's dangerous, and I think it's a very heavy phrase, you know. It's not easy, you guys. Like, it's not easy. it's very dangerous. It's not easy, guys. And if you have attached yourself to this person to that extent, trust you me, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna develop some sicknesses. You are not even going to take care of the children, because you need to be strong. You need to know that, okay, this person came into our lives for a reason, and it's time that they are now leaving, and it's time that now I need to step up. I need to find some reasons again to be happy and push the family on. Like, I'm just talking in a low tone because this is a very sensitive topic that is happening in our daily life, and nobody wants to hear about this. And it's very dangerous when you trying to attach yourself and just say the phrases of, I cannot live without you, I cannot, I don't know, do without you, and all those things. You are so much attached to your mom, in that you find some people, when their mom just disappeared or the children disappeared, this other partner just start deteriorating into their health and they end up dying. You guys, do you want that to happen to your life? There's so much to do in life. God was not stupid, by the way. When God was bringing you along to this world, God was not stupid. God knew your strengths. God knew everything you're gonna go through, and everything is within us. The energies are within us. It is upon ourselves to just tell ourselves every day that, you know what, I can do it. I can do it. I'm gonna get over this one. I'm going to get over this one. I trust myself. I trust myself in this one, because we have all the answers within us. All the answers of our troubles are within us, guys. Trust you me. All the affirmations from our mouth and everything we want in this life are within us. So guys, another thing that detachment is so important is, you guys, you will start having some self-love. I remember back then I was saying that it will make you love genuinely. So when you're in somebody's space, you will be into their space because you want to be into their space. You're not gaining anything. You're not gaining anything from them. You're just into their space because you love being into their space. When you love being alone, guys, let me tell you the secret of loving and enjoying being alone. You will create a very healthy space when you're with somebody else. You will create a healthy space when you are around your children. You will create a healthy space when you're around your family members. You're going to create a healthy space when you're married. You are around your spouse, when you're around your neighbors. When you're around a certain place, you guys, you're going to create a very healthy space, because you're living in a universe where letting go is the key of everything. Remember, when you're so much attached to something, it's not only you are affecting, you're also affecting the other person. So when you're even going into marriage and you're this person that cannot even stay alone, you're this person that cannot even stand by your own self, you're this person that you don't love yourself being alone, you will affect the other person, because there is always that space that people want in life. You will agree with me. Those people who have bigger children or even smaller children, like right now my children are not even here. Like they want, it reaches a point that they will just want their space. Even kids will want their space, and you'll have to learn to give them that space. Spouses will have their space. Men and women, they will all want their space. Clinging, like we need to stop being clingy. Like being clingy is so selfish, it's so mean, and we need to stop it. This will reduce the number of chaoses in homes. This will reduce the number of deaths that we hear. This will reduce the number of revenges that we hear, because the reason people revenge is because somebody detached themselves from them and they could not survive without them, so they want to hurt them back. That is why people revenge, by killing, by doing evil things and all that. You need to learn to just detach. It is not something very mean. It is something very, very good. It is something very positive. It's a genuine form of love. Like, if you can love your own self, how much more can you love somebody else? guys. And that is what I'm going to leave you with. If you can love your own self, how much more can you love somebody else? And when you are a believer of the Bible, it says love yourself, love your neighbors as you love yourself. When they said about the neighbor is just anybody else, like you need to it needs to start begins with you. Like you have to be kind to yourself before you be kind to other people. You have to have some attachment with yourself. Like put yourself first. Have an attachment with yourself first before you get to be attached to somebody else, guys. And I'm putting it to an extent of even your children, because these are the things. This is the thing that most mothers, like we mothers, do so much. Like we are so much attached to our children. I told you my story of how I just lost an international opportunity because of my children, and it's reaching a point where I'm trying to detach myself to my children. I love them so much, but I have to also remember me. There is me. There was me before them. There will be me. And sometimes we think that we cannot, but God knew there was you. There is you and there will be you. So we need to be kind to ourselves. We need to put ourselves first. We need to just get the attachment to ourselves. Like if something is posting some negative energies towards you, you need to be bold enough to put an end on it and work on yourself and put yourself into alignment again, guys. I know there's so much talk about detachment. I hope you have learned something. I know I've been all over, and I hope you have learned something about it. You guys are amazing. I love you so much, and that is why I'm coming here to tell you about this. God bless you, sana sana sana. If you're that person who's having so much difficulties in detaching, guys, just watch this video. I pray to you that God is gonna help you to just, to some extent, just detach yourself. And it's also good to pray. Pray about it. Tell God to help you detach people in a good way. Don't do it in a bad way. And also when people detach themselves from you, guys, don't feel bad. Like, do not feel bad. It's okay, things happen and all that. So guys, thank you so much. Nawapenda tena sana. God bless you. We have come to an end of this video. My name is Aska Akinyi. For those ones who don't know me, kindly subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click that notification bell for more videos. Like the video and put your comments down below. Thank you guys, and I love you. Bye.